What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 3 of my Fallout 4 walkthrough guide. Hope you guys are really enjoying this series. I sure am. So first off, we're going to go and get the Bobblehead like I was talking about before. This is going to give us a permanent boost to our perception by 1, which, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a no-brainer because it's just going to make everything in the game that much easier. Might not be much, but, we'll get what we can get. So we're looting the bottle caps because of our luck perk. We're just going to continue. We're going to get to the power armor in the attic. And actually, I think my first time around I actually fall and I have to find my way back up again, but that's alright. We're just looting around. So here we go, we're back down again. Kind of get stuck here for a second, but I found my way. So in a minute here, we're going to get to the roof to find the power armor, which for those of you that didn't catch it was the cool armor that the guards were wearing towards the beginning of the game, guarding the vault initially. It's pretty strong stuff, so there it is. Without further ado, let's just hop right in. And there we go. That's the epic transformation into our power armor suit. As you can see, our left shoulder and our right leg are damaged. So I'm grabbing the gas canisters because they look like they could be useful. But we're gonna grab some tools and start fighting some people. Now I'm actually gonna skip part of this because spoiler alert, I die on my first attempt, and it's because I go up against what's called a death claw, which are like some of the hardest beasts to fight within this game. I learned that quite quickly, but just as a pro tip, when your minigun is overheating, it turns red, and eventually you won't be able to fire because it's so overused. So what I'm doing is I'm sort of spam firing, so I'll be clicking in my mouse, and then I'll stop, and then that'll allow me to use bursts so that I don't completely overheat my minigun. And there you have it right there is the death claw, and it does a lot of damage. So what I recommend is you stay away and you fire. And one thing that I noticed is that if you don't zoom in, then you can move back quicker, and so you can fire while you walk backwards, and that's going to be the trick on my second life. But I'm gonna skip ahead so that you guys can see the correct way to do this. So here, even though I lose, I do the correct thing, which is learn the most that you can while you're playing, because in this situation, if you notice, my armor is depleted because I've gotten too close and he's just taken big chunks out of my armor. So that's what you see on the left side of the screen. And then I also learn some more tactics to use against him, and also that, like, if you notice, my dog is in trouble, which means I didn't actually take out the full of the enemy team, and right here, they're going to be shooting me while I'm fighting the Death Claw, so it doesn't help to have 2 teams against me. And so, as I go down here, that's one of the biggest takeaways from what I've learned. So we're going to go back into it. I'm going to loot some of the same cool stuff, but one thing that I'm going to make sure to do this time is to take out the entire team before I move to a spot where the death claw can spawn. So here we go. I'm hopping back into my power armor. I'm going to make sure to protect my dog this time and just make sure to take out people from a distance. And sadly, that's going to mean that we use the minigun more than we would probably like to. But, you know, at least we can stay safe and protect ourselves. So, again, what I recommend is just a tap fire, not fully aiming down. This is one thing I've learned from many PC games, is that you never actually fully aim down. And just let him fire because your recoil is going to go way up. So slowly taking people out and from a distance tap firing is just it's gonna be how you do it. So again, don't go too close because you don't want the death claw to spawn yet before you take it. Don't forget to protect your dog at this part. So if you notice, the Deathclaw is trying to juke my fire. But if you dodge him and you're always firing at him, and you remain more or less accurate, if you notice, I've already got like 2/3 of his health left, but in 1/3 down. So what you realize is that he does a lot of melee damage, but nothing far away. So as long as you're stepping back and not aiming down sights and being relatively accurate, you can take him out pretty easily. You don't want to get cornered, and you don't want to get hit or swiped because then you'll have to use a stim pack to heal, or even he might even take you out. So you just got to be careful and just keep stepping back and firing. So there we go, people. We did it. So right now we're going to finish looting, and then after we loot, we're going to make sure that we're all healed up and our dog is all good. And you notice actually I fall into the hole where the Deathclaw spawned from. But after that, we're gonna go back and talk to Creston.
Hey. Hey. Wait there. Wait there.
So my thinking here was that the dog can carry a lot of the stuff that we don't need. I wanted to heal the dog, and so I wasn't sure if you could just give it to him or if you have to actually use it. It looks like he just carries it right now, but he definitely needs to be healed. And in a second, I'm actually going to make a big mistake, and I'm going to give him the power armor because I don't want to waste any of my fuel by wearing it when I don't need it this early in the game. But then I realized that by giving him the power armor, it's not being used at all because it should be all one set sticking together. So just bear with me on this part.
Hey.
Easy, Mama. You okay?
I'm fine, Creston. Quit fussing.
Hi.
That was a pretty...
Mm-hmm. You guys gonna be okay now?
Yeah. For a while, anyway. We can at least move someplace. Listen, when we first met, you said you were just passing through.
Subtitles are really weird because I kind of skipped through, but that's alright.
Ain't much, but
Let's
it's
hear what he
what
has to
you
say.
do. And you've earned it.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Well, since you say that, maybe you'll come to Sanctuary with us.
All right, Garvey. I'm in.
So there we go. I'm one of the
That's
honorary Minutemen.
wonderful. But there's more to your destiny.
Please, tell me. I need to know.
You're a man out of time, out of hope. But all's not lost. I can feel your son's energy. He's alive.
Where is my son? Where is Sean?
Oh, I wish I knew, kid. I really do. But it's not like I can see your son. I can just...
Sure.
And even I don't need the sight to tell you where you should start looking. The great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Diamond City. The biggest settlement...
What's in Diamond?
Look, kid, I'm tired.
No. Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That junk. It's gonna kill you.
Ah, shush, Preston. We're all gonna die eventually. We're gonna need the sight.
So I don't know about you guys, but I really like this storyline, and so far I really want to find this guy's son. So pretty soon we're gonna get back to the story. Um, but right now we're gonna mess with our inventory just to get everything squared away. So make sure you always follow your dog because he seems to have found something. So I think right here I can't actually tell what he wants me to look at, but I'm sure that there's something here because obviously he's barking at me, but we'll come back to that. So we just put the power armor back together, and in the next episode, I plan to stash the power armor in the armor hangar by the Red Rocket gas station. But for now, we're just going to leave it there.
Hey, good to see you again. I was hoping you'd show up. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she's found for us. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think? Take your time.
So for right now, I'm just trying to get my settlement out of the red zone and some supplies, but I realized by the end that I have wasted a bit of my time because I don't have enough materials yet to get it out of the red zone, but I'm just going to place some beds and some sleeping bags and mattresses just to make it livable. So back to Preston.
Yeah. I used to like living here. Before the war.
What do you mean? Before what war? Are you saying...
Yeah, it must be weird for him because he's grown up
Over 200
in
years
here,
ago.
so he probably grew up when, or like maybe if he's 40, maybe our 160th year,
Just woke up a little
maybe
while ago.
later. But for this guy, before the war would have probably been
You say you were frozen?
220 years before the current
Anybody else
day,
make it out with you?
which would have just been astounding, probably 180 years
My
before
son.
he was born. And so
Somebody
there's
took
probably
him
no
away for a
history
trap.
because of the total nuclear annihilation.
Have you
So
run
it's a
across
really
somebody with
weird
a board?
aspect that they
Damn.
chose to cover here.
Sorry.
Um,
But
I kind of like
I
Bethesda
haven't run
for
across
posing
any
these
kid with
interesting
papers.
philosophical
I'll
questions
definitely keep an eye
about
out.
war and
Anyway,
violence and all that.
I am glad you're here. And I hope you don't mind, but I've got another favor to ask. I've had word from a settlement asking for help. There's still hope in the only chance to start rebuilding the Minutemen. Trouble is,
What kind of help do they...
sounded like the youth.
I'd be glad to help.
That's fantastic. The Minutemen could use more people like you. By the way, if you want to help out around here at all, talk to Sturgis. I'm sure he'd be glad for all the help he can get.
Sanctuary. I knew you'd join us here, kid. Your energy is tied to this place.
So we're just gonna check out the skill tree again. It's pretty cool actually. I really like this system. I just wish I could buy everything, but at some point we may. I doubt it, but we're just gonna slowly work our way up. So there we go, we got Gunslinger, which is the one that allows us to do more damage with our pistol, because I really like the pistol, to be honest with you. It's probably a mistake, I probably should have bought something better. But I think it's alright. I really enjoy it. So that's been it for today's episode of Fallout 4. This is walkthrough part 3, and stay tuned for walkthrough part 4. Probably won't be until the weekend because I'm going to stream it and then I'm going to upload. But hopefully by then I'll have some sort of way to get you a live reaction from what I get, and so I won't have to voice over, and it just makes it a lot easier for me too. So it means I can shoot more of these at you, and good luck in your travels, everyone. Peace.